Concha tu madre.
No. Here, we speak American. Okay.
No, yo hablo español.
¿Puedo ir al baño?
Sé un pendejo.
¿Puedo
Okay.
You're
ir al
you're
baño?
American now,
Sí.
so
Actually, while we're talking about
check your attitude.
foreign language, did you learn any Arabic or anything when you were overseas?
I actually went to a class right before they decided to ship us overseas.
All right, I'm going to give
How
you a test.
convenient.
It's a very difficult language. I don't fucking know it.
Catholic.
What? Phallic?
That's what these microphones.
No? Catholic.
No, I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
How you doing?
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we never said that.
All he had to learn was put down your gun.
Yeah, actually, that was
Drop the weapon.
that actually was probably
Get the fuck
one
on the
of
ground.
them. Yeah, just like that. So,
Are you boom boom?
You boom boom.
you guys are fucking dumb. I just want you to know that. Hello!
That's why we're here.
Hello.
What?
Welcome to another episode of the Grossly Off Topic Podcast.
You
face.
motherfucker.
Your face, diplomat, was awesome.
I didn't get it started as soon as I wanted to, but that's all right. I am your host, Papa Smurf.
I'm the Viking.
I'm the diplomat.
I'm the Florida man.
And I'm 31.
We're just doing what we do best, I guess. We got some feedback from people. One, a comment on an actual streaming site.
We're making it, boys. We're making it.
That was fantastic.
Do I give a shout out?
If you
know who you are.
If you'd like to.
Yeah. She's actually one of my friends.
Yeah.
Her
You have
name,
friends?
Outside of us?
Oh,
That's
I wasn't
not
even
cool.
counting us.
No.
A few.
We're working.
I thought it was only us.
Hey, what flavor is that?
It's peppermint.
I tried getting some today.
So, yeah, we want to give a shout out to
Take you
Rachel.
a gummy.
Thank you for
Thank you.
commenting and giving us some feedback. It helps.
Yeah.
We would love more feedback. Like and share our podcast so that way we can maybe reach more people and make more laughs.
Yeah. And actually, it was pretty cool because I got I was at work and I just happened to see that I had an email. So I was looking at it and I was like, ooh, we got a comment, boys. And I went on and I looked and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. We've gotten some verbal feedback from people and you sadistic folks that like to listen to us seem to enjoy what we've been doing lately. So
Yeah, it seems like the greatest feedback we're getting is they love our postal stories.
Yeah.
So, we'll try to add more of those to the mix.
And postal stories are fun because it's never ending. There is always something stupid or crazy or weird. We're out in the public 6 days a week.
Just like a homeless man running up on you who's not homeless, finding a wallet.
We'll get to that. Because that was strange.
That was dumb. Don't worry, Mike. I can see the confusion on your face. We'll get to it.
Obviously, that happened yesterday.
Yeah,
It did happen yesterday.
because one of us wanted to call off.
Yeah, well,
tell
when
you what.
It was for a valid reason.
And so it begins.
when you almost hit a telephone pole on the way to work because you can't see out of one eye.
Sounds like an excuse.
Call off.
He had that drunk eye going on. He's like, oh fuck, I can't see. Oh, telephone pole. Hey.
Pretty much.
No, that's when you just cover one eye.
I was.
Yeah.
And
So
the
you were
diplomat's
drunk.
already out.
And
Solid
not only that,
2
I
minutes
was,
into the podcast,
I was
and he said,
rocking an eye
"Fuck
patch
this."
yesterday.
You what?
I had an eye patch on all day yesterday.
Oh, you totally should have come to work like that.
Well, I wore the eye patch. I put on the eye patch after I went to the doctor to get some medicine. But yeah, if I would have come in late or something like that, I probably would have, because it was solely there to keep my eye out of the sun.
Did you
And,
get some drops?
Yes.
You done fucked up, man.
All right.
Fix it.
Yeah, you're not okay. You're not on now. Okay. So, let's see. What has happened? Let's see. It's going to be 2 weeks, right? Oh, hey, we also got some new music.
Yes.
I will assume that I will use it for this. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
If you want to give them a shout out, I'll also credit them on the episode.
As you know who you are, I don't want to put you on blast as you are my sister-in-law's boyfriend, and that's too close to the mark for giving away our location.
Too close to home?
Yeah, so I appreciate what you made for us, and we're hoping to use it here, so thank you.
So when I credit this, should I put the Vikings' sister-in-law's boyfriend?
I'm not sure what we'll have to do there. I'm not sure.
Vikings,
I'll ask him
sister-in-law's
if he
cousin,
he's
nephew,
okay with-
boyfriend's second uncle.
We'll figure it out.
Twice removed.
But I just, right now, until I know he's okay with that, I don't want to put him out there.
All right. So it is some pretty cool music. I haven't quite figured out what we're going to use where. And, I don't know. Maybe I'll just loop it and we'll have music under us the whole time.
Oh.
No. I mean,
people want to
maybe.
hear our shenanigans.
What size can is that?
It's not a BFC.
It's only a 19.
19?
That's
you like it young, huh?
That's Florida, man. Florida man stated that yesterday.
Listen, speaking of, okay.
We're starting already. We are starting this already.
Are we going there?
No, we're going there. First off, yesterday, during work, we were talking about a person, a female, that you were attempting to
Canoodle.
And we said, and Diplomat, I think you asked, you were like, well, how old is this person?
Yeah.
And he said,
Well, she's too old for me.
she said, well, she was too old for me anyways.
We're like, how old is she? And you go, 24. And how old are you?
Not
24.
Not 24.
So it begs the question, because you are older than that, not by a lot, but a couple years. And so what is your cutoff line for too old?
I want to say 84.
Wait, well, this
motherfucker right here, I swear to God.
But 26.
But, according to him, isn't 24 a little bit old?
Oh, yeah, 24, not 26.
Yeah, they have to be old enough.
No.
That's not what you said.
You said she was too old.
Yeah.
At 24, she was too old.
Yeah.
But 84 is okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I guess, so there's a certain line. He wants them pretty young, but then also into the cougar age.
No, I think what he
That's way past cougar.
That's
yeah.
I
But
think
still,
he
you
wants
want-
them too young to know the difference or too old to be able to tell the difference.
Either way, they're both shitting their pants. Is that...
No.
So what, between 24 and 84 is just a no-go zone?
Little after 24.
What?
Make it make sense.
Yeah, please do.
That's not what you told us yesterday.
I'm confused.
God, I miss all the good stuff when I'm not at work.
Oh, yeah.
You did.
I did it just for you.
No, because he wasn't there.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, yeah, we're going to do this because the Viking's not here.
Yeah.
No, that's a lie.
You would have said that anyway.
Yeah.
Well, someone has to fill in his spot when he's gone, when he calls off.
At least I actually called off. I wasn't a no-call, no-show.
Was that supposed to be a
Which
jab at someone, or
That was at Florida Man for no-call, no-showing us on the podcast.
Fuck you, Florida man!
Yeah, I'd forgot that's true.
which is where we got that clip.
And we did dock his pay, so it's okay.
I'm 2 pennies short now. Thanks.
2 pennies. 2?
short.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that.
He's definitely a few cards short.
He's something. So we
speaking of being short on something, what was that link you sent us yesterday?
So here's another one. So we have a text thread, obviously. We're amongst friends, and we, share memes or TikToks or like Instagram videos, I guess, whatever. I don't know what they're called.
They're called reels.
Reels.
Yeah.
All right, fine. They're called reels.
R-E-E-L-S.
If it makes you feel better, I had no idea either. So
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're called. And
Don't put them in your age bracket.
and randomly, right?
Papa Smurf is only 29 years old.
I just said I don't know either, so we're simpatico. That's all I said. Heaven forbid we actually call him by his actual age.
Yeah. And randomly though, I don't even remember when this happened. I was not
This was
at work.
around like
6:30, 7 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
All right, so let's establish first off, you were off work.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, if he was doing that on the clock.
You gotta make sure.
Hey, he's allowed a 10-minute break. He can get one in real quick.
Yeah, so Florida man just randomly sent a hub to a link to a Pornhub video.
No, Pornhub search.
Yeah, it was.
I did not click on it.
I didn't click on it either. Diplomat, did you click on it?
I didn't even click on it either.
So
I just
Googled it.
Diplomat clicked on that shit. He was like Pornhub. All right, let's see.
Wait.
no,
Well, I
actually,
wanted for context, so I did click on it. I'm like, oh shit.
All right, so between you two, let me know what this is.
On it too. So let me paint a scenario. I'm sitting down watching an episode of.
Let's go.
Oh my fucking goodness! I'm watching an episode of Outlander, and it's here. Ding. All right, pull up my phone, look at the thread. The logo of the site did not come up. All I saw was.
Well, no, because
Sounds like an
All I
excuse.
saw was an address, a link. So I'm like, okay, what might this be? I click, I'm like, whoa, shit.
and that came up in probably your normal browser, so now that's
Yes,
in
it
your
did.
search.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not the worst thing I looked up.
After that, I just could not finish the episode.
Well, hold on.
Wait, why?
Of Outlander?
Yeah.
Because you were watching the videos?
No, because I
You're
was
like, hey, I'm kind of bored right now.
No, I was actually shell-shocked and surprised. Like, where the fuck did this come from?
Yeah. Well,
Which immediately
What kind of kinky shit do you get into?
what was the search then?
we need to describe exactly what the search was.
I'm not sure whether that's a good idea because
It is.
I'll say
it
it.
is.
It is, totally is.
Viking, go ahead.
All right. So I know this term is not politically correct. However, it was midget porn.
Hell yeah.
And then right after that, I sent another video of fireworks.
Hold on.
And then he said, I'll take one.
But don't blame this on me. It's your shit. I'm talking about fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not the one.
I mean, here's the
getting
thing,
on
though.
Pornhub.
That Pornhub link is into the world's largest firework.
He likes them big and small.
I want to say, is that how it feels to them when you go out and when you...
Hold on. I got something for you.
She wasn't going to come.
I didn't know about that.
That was
I did
all
not know about that.
him.
Nice.
Not only did I cut that out of the last episode, it was not in there. And there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
But
we're not going to talk about why.
because we don't.
He took the sound bite out.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got it. Got it.
I pulled the sound clip first.
All right.
So, speaking of fireworks, let's go to this.
These
Sorry.
motherfuckers.
Son of a bitch.
So, we
Wait,
are
hold on,
going to
I do apologize. Let's stay on this topic for a few more seconds.
Oh,
Okay.
a few short seconds.
So, Florida man, I have a question for you.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm listening.
How do you feel after sending out that link? Was it like an "oh fuck" moment?
No, I was waiting for you guys to reply.
Really?
Which means you purposely went on Pornhub, searched it.
I didn't even go on Pornhub. I just typed it into Google and just first link that popped up, copy, paste.
The fact that you searched
But
this
you
in the first
still
place.
searched it up.
Yeah, that's still on your algorithm.
This is this is something that you search. You look for that?
No.
Is it a fetish of yours?
Hey, we don't kink shame here. I mean,
Yeah, no kink shaming. What are you talking about?
No, it's just a question.
It was. It's fast.
I don't know. I was watching Fringe. And I got bored. I was like,
Then the diplomat got bored.
He wanted to take a short break.
Quick commercial break. Speaking of which, our sponsors over there.
I mean, like that, like last night, like that's not something you expect.
No.
So,
well, that's the point of it.
Which is why I immediately respond, because I had my AirPods in, so I just heard Florida Man sent a link to Pornhub. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? What was that? And I was in the grocery store and I just heard.
Were you in the produce section?
Smurf's,
I was looking at the cucumbers.
Papa Smurf's reaction was, "The fuck?"
I didn't even know what else to say. It was just.
I think my allergies are acting up right
Oh
now.
yeah.
Yeah, there's some paper towels right there. I guess for you too, Florida Man. There's some paper towels.
Fuck you, Florida.
Please don't do that right here. Okay, so anyways, what the Viking was going to start saying, and it actually leads into the video that got sent after that. We had a shindig for the 4th.
Yes.
A little bit of a hootenanny.
A little bit of a hootenanny.
It was my
your
first
house.
attempt at a fry party.
And it was delicious.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was dangerous.
There's definitely some stuff I would do differently if I tried that again.
Move.
And Papa Smurf just lost his shit.
Florida Man.
God damn you!
Florida Man is out for blood today.
No, I meant the food part. It was kind of my first attempt, and I really didn't know what to expect or do.
Don't be shaking that.
I think overall
It's a
it was
mocha.
good.
You gotta shake it.
No, I mean I'm gonna be honest with you. All the food. I mean, we fried everything. People, we fried everything.
Yeah, we even had one of my guests fry watermelon,
which I did try.
Was it good?
No,
I didn't think it would be.
Well, okay.
No, okay, well, the thing, because I tried it too, the thing that got me was that the watermelon was warm.
It was warm, and it was
it was still firm.
It was firm,
but it was warm.
See, I think what would have needed to be done to properly coat that, because of all the moisture of the watermelon, you would need to coat it in flour first to give the batter something to adhere to.
Yeah.
And then you could have dumped it in, and then it would fry quickly, so that you would have the nice warm funnel cake on the outside and still have that slightly
kind of like
or freeze the watermelon.
I'll say kind of like how you do ice cream.
Yeah.
Bless you, sir.
Bless you.
So I will
May the Lord
say,
bless you and all your sins.
But deep fried Snickers, holy shit!
Deep fried Oreos.
the Oreo. I think the Oreos were better.
Oreos were 1,000 times better.
See, I like the
just
the
melt
Snickers.
in your mouth.
The Snickers was delicious. Don't get me wrong. Like, I will not ever deny it.
Right. But the problem is my town sucks, and they decided to put up a local firework ban.
No. They didn't put it up. So fireworks are legal
in our state
to shoot off whatever you want. Fireworks are legal. The state says
you can do this.
So me and Florida Man were you over there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was still frying food while you guys were over there.
We, it started to get a little darker, we couldn't wait. We were like little kids in Christmas morning or something like that.
Itchy.
So we started, blowing shit up, for lack of better terms. And we were having a grand old time. And, people around us, the fireworks were going off all over the place.
Yeah.
And then it got dark. And so we started shooting off some of the bigger things. Not the biggest. Actually, we did shoot one of the big ones.
Yeah.
I think that's what got the attention, because that thing went off like a freaking cannon.
Kaboom! It was, what was it, like a 6-inch mortar?
Yeah, 6-inch.
Yeah, it was pretty big. And we were having a grand old time. It was a blast. Even one of the neighbor kids.
It lights off and you just hear the neighbor kid go, damn.
Yeah, he was out there watching. We were just having a good time. We actually were being safe about it for the most part.
As safe as you can be with, high explosives.
Yeah. As soon as we lit it, we all just scurry back about 20 feet away, like, ah!
Yeah. I mean, none of us were going to have, like, JPP hand or anything. That's a football player who blew his hand off with fireworks, if you didn't know that.
Because we did, in fact, put it in reverse, Terry.
Put it in reverse, Terry! Yeah. So it was dark, and I was just shooting off one of the
bottle rockets.
Yeah, I guess
that's what it was.
It's a bottle rocket, but it's a lot larger than a normal whatever you're thinking bottle rocket. But I was just like, whatever, I'll just shoot this off.
There were fireworks going off last night in my town.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Last night?
Yeah, last night.
Wow. There were fireworks going off in mine too.
Yeah, they went off, every night. They went off the 4th. They went off Friday night, Saturday. I'm like, what the fuck? You shut me down on the day before the holiday.
Yeah.
But there are fireworks going off all over town the rest of the week. I was pissed.
So, anyways, so I light this and walk away, and it goes off, and then we see the flashlights.
Very, very bright flashlights.
And someone said, "Get the flashlight out of my eyes!" I'm not sure who that was. I think it might have been one of the kids.
I think it was one of your nephews.
No.
I really thought it was.
It might have been his neighbors.
My daughter. Could have been my daughter.
It could have been mine, but I don't remember. And then all of a sudden they appear from the shadows, and it is the local police department. Son of a bitch.
So yeah, I see the flashlight over there, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? This can't be good. And I walk over there, and the local police are there, and I'm like, what's going on? They're like, oh, well, there's a city ordinance that says you can't light off fireworks. I'm like, where was this posted?
Nowhere.
I'm like, so when people, I actually said to the cop, I'm like, when people look up, hey, can I light fireworks off? The first thing that comes up is the Ohio. Yeah, they know we're in Ohio. Forgot. The Ohio law says that we're allowed to.
Ohio? What other state is that?
So we are allowed to fire off fireworks within certain time frames during the holiday weekend.
Absolutely.
So, I gave the green light for Florida Man to, raid Phantom Fireworks. And
raid he did.
And, so I didn't think anything of it until they showed up, and they're like, oh yeah, there's a city ordinance that says there's no fireworks. I'm like, there are fireworks going off all over this town. Where was it posted? They're like, well, you have to look on the site. I'm like, if you're going to make a city ordinance like that, why didn't you guys put some signs up downtown? You put flyers up all over the place for everything. You could make flyers that says, hey, by the way, no fireworks.
Right. Which is funny because as soon as the cop said that, Papa Smurf I just look over, I just see him pull it out of his phone and start.
Oh, you're goddamn right.
Start Googling.
Because it is not just on the city's fucking website, by the way. I actually found a couple of news articles. Yeah, that was good. I actually found a couple of news articles and then did get into the city's ordinances and whatever. And sure as shit, it's there. But that was not an easy,
it's not something that would come up on the search,
It didn't just come up.
Right. You had to do certain looking for it.
Yeah, but you're goddamn right I did. Because I wanted to see that shit.
And I'm well aware that ignorance of the law is no excuse. But,
right.
I mean, if you're going to change something that is a state rule or law, especially during a time when it's a holiday, fucking put some flyers up.
Inform the public.
In defiance of the state law, yeah.
Or even send out a mailer letting people know. There's got there needs to be better communication with your people to let them know that, hey, we are trying to enforce something different this year. Don't buy fireworks. Don't have that shit going off.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. This is America.
America.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
And we were just literally celebrating the way people celebrate on the 4th here in America.
Now, the funniest thing that happened after that was the radio call to the cop while we were talking to him.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Yeah, so over his mic while Viking was berating the officer. No, he wasn't. I'm just kidding.
No, I was pissed, but I was trying to keep it cordial and be polite about it.
Yeah, you were just simply trying to get some information because obviously nobody fucking knows about this because there is shit going on all over the place.
Right.
Granted, ours was
much louder
and bigger.
That's probably the reason why we were the first one shut down.
God damn it. Because you even said that. You're like, look, there's fireworks right there. He's like, we're going to that too.
Which is funny because there was a huge fireworks probably
there was
a half mile down the road. We just look at
right
it
behind him
as we're talking to the cops.
It just lights up the sky and we're like,
the fuck is that then?
Yeah, he's probably the one cop on duty. Anyways, what was I getting to?
The radio call in.
Oh yeah, so the radio, and obviously it's quiet around us because we're not going to light a firework when he's there. So obviously, it's fairly quiet, and his radio goes off, and dispatch calls him and says they have a guy with PTSD and a baseball bat.
Threatening to harm people.
Why? I mean, I would assume that is what the baseball bat would be for.
So I politely looked at the cop and said, I think you got bigger fish to fry. We're done for the night.
But it turns out that we were not done for the night.
It was determined that was a lie. Because the problem was...
No, it was not a lie. I said I would no longer light off fireworks on my property.
Touche. So it was really quiet. Like they got all the fireworks shut down pretty quickly. I was actually kind of surprised. There were definitely some fireworks going on outside of city limits, and you could tell that they were outside the city limits.
Which in our town isn't very hard to get outside.
No, it's not. It's not. And the problem was Florida Man had already wired up five more very large mortars. Mm-hmm. And they were already wired together, fuses and everything. It was on a board. He got them screwed down so they weren't going anywhere. I mean, this was just an inconvenience to
tear them all down.
To tear all this down. And then what do? You've got like mortars just rolling around in your trunk and stuff.
Yeah, you can't have that. It's not safe.
So for a solid, half hour, 40 minutes, we were just
debating.
Just in his ear, just in Florida Man's ear, just going, you want to.
Well,
you want to do it. It's already set up for you. All you got to do is just light the fuse.
Oh, wait, we forgot a part. While we're doing this, your neighbor comes over.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, I don't know exactly what he said, but he was like, I just want you to know, I was not the one that called the cops.
He was like, we were sitting out there watching them.
So anyways, we try and get Florida Man just go do it. We're sitting over there by the fryer eating Oreos and Snickers at that point. We're like, just go do it.
Watching The Princess Bride.
Just go do it.
We're just like Emperor Palpatine.
Do it. And then we're like, we decide because we didn't want to do it from your area. If you guys remember that wagon, the portable cart that
the Viking
that the Viking used for a food drive. If you remember that story, that thing, that's a really nice cart.
Yeah,
it's got oversized wheels. it can carry something very heavy. So
I think you can start putting the pieces together.
So we were like, I was like, screw it. We'll drive right outside city limits and go set this shit off. Then I was like, wait a second. Isn't there an open parking lot right around the corner from your house?
And yes, there is. The church.
And it was dead quiet. There were no more fireworks going off. It was, what was it? Was it 11?
No,
10:30.
Yeah,
10:30.
About
Oh, right, because
we
11
we were down to the wire if we were going to do this.
Right, because 11 is when Ohio says you're done. So we're like, all right. I was like, Viking, you got that cart? And you're like, yeah. So he goes and gets the cart. We take this whole board that was quite heavy.
Oh yeah, that's
Surprisingly heavy.
Yeah.
It was like that board was actually the mount for a gag wedding present from my sister. It was a stocks.
Oh, like you put your head and
Yes.
arms through it and you're stuck
There's
there?
actually pictures of me at my wedding with me in the stocks with the bridesmaids and my wife.
And that was the base,
Yeah.
you said? Oh, yeah, so it definitely was heavy.
Yeah.
And we casually walk over to this open lot with the wagon in tow.
There's probably, like 7 of us just like walking down the street.
And then we get there, and Viking just takes the cart, puts it in the middle of the lot. Wide open lot, no trees, no nothing,
cars,
nothing to worry about.
no buildings nearby.
You know, right in. I mean, it is damn near the center of the city, I think.
Oh yeah.
And actually, the police department is right on the other side, isn't it?
No, it's further out. So close to the edge of
further
town.
down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that would have
However,
been great.
the fire department is not far from there.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
So we're sitting in this lot, and we're like, Florida man, go light it. And he's like, The first time I've ever seen him, like, not want to break a law.
He was so nervous. He's just holding the lighter, just like
Well, he didn't even have it at first. He's like, I don't have a lighter. I'm like,
Well, no. Someone had one.
I did.
Yeah.
I say Papa Smurf had the lighter, and he's just like, all right, there you go. Here's the lighter. Go light it.
And he still was like,
And the whole time we're like, we got to do this now. We're already here. We already set it up. We're doing this now.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And I think you, 31,
So after like 5 minutes, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I grab the lighter out of his hands. I'm like, just start power walking in there. I'm like, oh God. I turn around and go, I swear to God, if you fuckers leave while I'm doing this, I'm not lighting this off.
No, we did not leave. We wanted to see.
I knew they were going to be.
I was concerned about the how much wick was there that was going to catch my cart on fire. To be honest with you.
So there was. So he had put fuses on it, and he had put some different times. And come to find out, so 31 lights this bitch. Mm-hmm. And runs back to us. We're 40 feet away.
50 feet away. Yeah. And I think it's going to be a relatively quick fuse, probably only a couple seconds.
It was not.
It was 5 minutes. It was the most nerve-wracking 5 minutes.
We sat there because we're like, fuck, if a cop comes by right now, we are fucked.
Which actually, walking to the parking lot, I just look up and at the main road.
He was.
I'm like,
there he
God,
goes.
no.
We're like, oh, fuck.
The air is filling with smoke.
It
and
is.
It's like, oh my God, can this thing just go?
And you were like, you said, well, these fuses are a lot slower burning than I thought they would be. And finally, the fuses on the actual mortars light.
Well, I put fast ones
Well, if you remember,
connecting
we were like,
to them.
You know what? Maybe we should just pull it. And then as we said that, they hit the fast one.
Like, oh, it's go time now. There's no turning back.
And then all of a sudden, I mean, they went off very quickly, almost together. I mean, they were, but...
Except one.
Yeah, one was a little delayed, but
and
still.
he was almost at the cart when it went off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was, like, after they went off, I started heading, I'm like, wait, there's one more.
He probably was like 20 feet away by the time the second or the last one went off.
So the last one went off. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't even see them explode in the air.
No, I didn't either.
I saw like the first two, and I'm like, all right, time to go.
Vikings over there. I ain't never seen a big boy run like that. He grabs the cart, and all of a sudden we go, phew, and we're all just running. We are running.
I was wearing Crocs. I put those fuckers in sport mode, and I am out of there.
And we get back to your house, which didn't take long, and we did take a different route back.
Oh, I didn't.
You didn't. But the rest of us did, because you never take the same way back.
Well, I didn't know where I was going, so I was like, fuck, I know this way.
Well, I took that way because it was more flat, and I didn't want to risk knocking everything over.
And you had your keys on you, just just the whole way. I was like, geez, trying to be quiet over here.
There was no quiet.
There was no quiet between the laughing.
Literally giggling like a bunch of schoolgirls the whole way back.
And then we get back, and immediately we put the board in the garage.
I started unscrewing them.
He comes out of the garage and goes, Florida man, you got a cigarette? You can't breathe because you just ran for like 2 seconds straight, and you need a damn cigarette now.
And he goes, I've been drinking since 6 o'clock. I just ran. I need a cigarette.
I did enjoy, I think, while you were showing around your bushes on the side, you were smoking. Your wife goes, "Is that a cigarette?" You're like, "Leave me alone."
That was in between frying everything. But regardless of that part, the police debacle, and that was really fun, shooting the fireworks off. Especially, it's way more fun when you know you're not allowed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The food was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it.
By the way, my tongue is finally back to normal.
Oh, after you bit into that jalapeno popper?
No, it was the
goat cheese bite.
Oh.
I even told him, because we were going to the Guardians game the next day, and I was like, "Hold on, let that cool down. You don't want to be fucked up."
I just go, "Oh, you're right. Oh,"
and he was like, "Oh, it's hot. Oh." And he's like, "Oh."
I tried so hard to keep a brave face, but I just went.
I went to a fair once, and I got some jalapeno poppers, and totally second-degree burns on my lip.
Like the cheese oozed out, and
I had my skin was peeling off and everything. The roof of my mouth was done. My tongue was done. I was like, "Oh no, can't eat anymore."
Yeah,
it sucked for like a week.
Yeah, I'm gonna say my tongue is finally back to normal where it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, I burnt my mouth."
Yeah, I mean, it was only, cheese that was sitting at 350 degree vat of oil.
Came out probably a minute ago. I'm like, "Oh, these are done."
Yeah, and they were. Jesus. But I just want to say thank you, because it was delicious.
It was amazing.
You threw a great
yes,
shindig.
Diplomat, you are more than welcome to come to the next party I do.
Yeah,
Sorry
whatever.
that things didn't work out that.
Which we will not have fireworks,
Way
because
to
we're
throw-
probably going to do that at Papa Smurf's or
Oh
Florida
yeah,
Man's house.
because we're gonna fucking light some shit off
No,
next year.
Maybe
Way to
for
throw
my
a party after I leave
800th,
town.
maybe for my 800th birthday.
Your 1100th birthday.
1100.
This October we can have another fire and fry party.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was fantastic. So I don't know if you got the accolades you should, because you did do a lot of frying and cooking, and
Well done.
it was fucking delicious. I definitely gained like 5
Fuck
pounds.
off. Which was so funny, because you were drinking a beer, like one of the beers that Papa Smurf brought, and your nephew comes up to you and says, "It's not your cheat day. Drink some water."
You did too.
I was like, "The fuck are you talking about?"
Listen here, you little shit.
Kids come up with the strangest things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that was good fun.
So, can you recap some of your adventure for the 4th of July party you went to?
Oh, did you go to a party?
Especially on the rooftop.
Whoa.
This might be tricky. How do I word this?
I mean, that you be vague and talk about your experiences. On the rooftop. What rooftop?
What rooftop?
You told us a story.
Why do you have this giggity look on your face?
Giggity, giggity.
Because you know exactly what I'm talking about. You had a great time on the rooftop.
Oh, okay, I gotta know. Because I don't know how I didn't hear this.
All right.
Oh, because I was off.
Yeah.
You got that.
I was out of town for a few days. Went to a completely different
Aria.
area. About southwest of where we are currently.
About?
It doesn't even matter. Okay.
Earlier on in the day.
Let him go.
Earlier on in the day, we had a little pool party. Lots of food. Lots to eat and drink.
That was me.
And then, a couple of friends were like, hey, you want to get in the pool? I'm like, hell no. I don't do a pool.
Is that because you can't swim?
Damn it!
We'll save that for another day.
You knew I was going to go.
I was going to say it, but I was catching my breath.
So all in all, it was a good time. Like I said, lots of food, lots to eat and drink. And then later on in the evening, say around 7, 8 o'clock, went back to the city center, saw their fireworks show. Went back to... and in that neighborhood, I'd say their display was way better than the city's. I mean, people were setting off mortars.
Just like Florida Man's was.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
That's why
way
they shut
better.
us down.
So based on what I saw, I was like, God damn it, next year I'm going to put on my show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend a couple $1,000s like Florida Man did.
I didn't spend a couple $1,000.
But a couple hundred.
1,100.
1,100.
1,100.
Yeah. That's your story?
And you're missing one key detail.
And you're sticking to it? Yeah.
What detail am I fucking
The
missing?
rooftop,
The rooftop.
Well, from neighborhood, like there were lots of trees, so we couldn't really see a lot of what was going on. So goes up to the second floor.
Okay.
Past the window, there's a landing.
Yeah.
So head out through the window. Got a better view from out there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know what 31's talking about. You motherfucker. You're lying.
That was it?
Yeah, that's it.
My God, it's like you're... Hold on.
It's not that...
Viking, I have something to tell you.
Not that eventful.
I'll tell you in 5 minutes.
Yeah. I'll tell you in 5 minutes.
Didn't he say something yesterday?
It wasn't yet. It was earlier this week. I think it was...
To me.
What are you
Yesterday,
talking about?
You said you had something and then you started singing. And we were like, we waited 5 minutes for that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just during our conversation. That had nothing to do with this. But yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes and yes.
All right. Well, that story sucks. Yeah. I can't believe I waited for that.
I don't know. 31 gave it a humongous build-up.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, because he was being very
You're
vague.
lying.
You told me that.
You told us that.
You told us that.
I think sometimes you guys take me a little bit too seriously.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that.
LOL smiley face emoji.
All right, so moving on.
Moving on. In current news, a bag of cocaine was found in the White House.
Sorry, I left it there.
Florida Man, take it away.
What?
Well, you're the one. So
yeah,
I had seen that it said it was found like in the visitors entrance area, and double middle fingers from the diplomat.
231.
He's being very diplomatic.
At least we're not throwing fisticuffs.
Yet.
What's that yet all about?
Why not?
What are you trying to say?
Why not?
Anything's possible with this group.
So anyways, it was in the news. I don't watch the news. I just happened to come across this story, and I'm like, what? No way.
No way.
Anyways, I was just talking about it or whatever, and then Florida Man, you had said that it was found in the West Wing.
Yeah, they keep changing it.
Yeah, of course they do. Because finding cocaine in the White House is not a good
Well, me and
thing.
Foreman are having a brief conversation about this, before we came down here to record. It doesn't matter what political affiliation you're with. It didn't matter who the president is. They're never going to tell you the true facts on that one. Even if it was in the frickin' Oval Office, they're not going to give you the clear facts on that one because it's so damning to the presidency to say, oh yeah, there's weed in the building.
Weed?
We're
weed,
talking
sorry,
about cocaine here?
Weed's not a drug, man.
It's only Schedule 1.
Yeah, but so the cocaine, and it never said an amount.
No.
So
It said a bag,
right, but a
Which
bag,
a bag?
could be
which is
It could be a
extremely
dime
big.
bag
Kilo or
or
dime
an 8-ball.
bag.
yeah. And then this guy starts throwing out measurements, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Because
All right.
I actually don't know.
Help me visualize this. Was the bag of cocaine just sitting on the floor somewhere? Was
They
it hidden in a drawer?
Yeah,
They didn't specify.
they really
They just
did-
said
they
it said it was
did
a
not specify.
routine
Well, and,
search.
for anybody that actually hates Biden, he was at Camp David at this time, so he cannot be held accountable for that. So it's
But
probably
his son
it was-
Hunter was there the day before they found.
Hey, I'm not,
Which he
I am
has-
not denying. I actually said that yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, that it would not surprise me. He has come out and has already gone through treatment for cocaine abuse, so it would not surprise me if he relapsed.
I looked up an article on it. Pulled up YouTube.
Uh-oh. Pornhub?
But the question I had, hearing about this is cocaine is a Schedule 2 narcotic.
Mm-hmm.
And yet weed is a Schedule 1. And, Papa Smurf, you informed me that Schedule 1 is way worse.
Yeah.
Which really begs the question, why is weed classified higher in dangerous levels than cocaine?
Nobody has a real answer for that.
Yeah.
Because it's dumb.
It is. Because under Schedule 1, it says it has no medicinal value, where I guess the Schedule 2 can be used in some medicinal way. Now, I want to know what medicinal way you're using cocaine that you can't use for weed for.
I don't know.
Well, I'm not asking you specifically. I'm just throwing that question out there.
Yeah. I have a problem with this simply because, we have things like alcohol that are legal.
Mm-hmm.
What does alcohol?
And cigarettes.
Well, and I'm going to get there. And so even if you go with either of those, what do either of those provide to, a person other than harm? Right?
Yeah. No.
Mm-hmm.
So even if marijuana, and I'm not necessarily going to get into the medical mumbo jumbo of marijuana, whether you believe it or not, that's neither here nor there. That's really not part of the conversation. It is legal here in Ohio for medicinal use. You can get your marijuana card, and your chair just broke.
Yeah. Everyone need to duct tape that thing down.
So regardless of that fact, it leads me to believe that, I think you have to be 21 now to buy cigarettes or nicotine or tobacco or something. I don't know.
You haven't worried about that in 8 years.
So it just makes me wonder, what are people thinking when they keep something like marijuana illegal, and yet I am of the firm belief that alcohol and cigarettes and things of that nature are way worse for you than marijuana could ever be. Right? I mean,
well, if you smoke marijuana, it's actually worse than cigarettes.
why?
Something to do with the smoke.
That's propaganda.
It's big
It's
grass.
a new
I
study.
mean, weed has
It's
been
big
an
grass.
issue since the 80s with the war on drugs.
That's okay. We could just
It's
take
big
that.
Grass. It's big grass.
It is a plant.
Well, so is tobacco.
So is tobacco.
Yeah, but the problem here with tobacco and cigarettes is it's not just tobacco in those cigarettes.
Not anymore. I mean, if you were
Right.
to actually smoke real tobacco with, like you grow it, dry it, all that, nothing,
Right.
It probably wouldn't be the same. But
But the thing is that, right now there are like terrible things, and I'm not saying go smoke weed, but there are different forms of it, especially nowadays, and it's to me, again, this is my opinion, it's way less harmful to a person in many different ways.
as diplomats
That was
over here
loud.
toking it up.
It's way less harmful in many different ways. I mean, let's be honest. People drink to excess,
Oh, yeah.
and they get behind the wheel and they go drive around.
Hell yeah.
A lot of people, when they drink and get drunk, they become violent.
Well, there's a lot of, and this is dating way, way back. A
Oh, boy.
lot of,
Like how far back?
Like 1600s.
I don't know if it goes back that far.
Well, you were alive for that, so yeah.
Well, I mean, alcohol was, in many cases used to, like, they would have rum on pirate ships and stuff like that. They would mix with water because drinking water was so hard to come by.
Sure.
So alcohol has been a part of, most societies since time immeasurable, as soon as they figured out what it could do. But a lot of like tobacco and all that was primarily in this country grown in the South, and rich white plantation owners made sure that it was legalized. And so now that's already there. I'm not trying to get into like
and all that's all fine and dandy. My point, my take and my point in this is, if that is legal, why isn't something like marijuana?
Well, I have some thoughts there, but it's going to get into some finger pointing and blame.
Fucking bring it on. Let's go. We need content.
So, 1980s, Reagan, the war on
shit.
drugs.
I shouldn't have said
Yeah, the
anything.
war on drugs.
Oh, fuck.
And, hey, you wanted me to go there.
Do you say you have popcorn?
Statistically speaking,
Popcorn.
nice. Anyway, hey, you wanted me to go there.
Yeah, because I want some popcorn.
That was when marijuana was first made a Schedule 1 drug, was in the 80s during the war on drugs. And if you look at demographics at the time, it was seen more of the black community was using weed. And so this gave them an avenue to arrest more black people in that way. Where cocaine is seen as a rich person's drug, predominantly used by white people. And so if you really do look at the data, there is a massive amount of black people incarcerated for minor drug charges pertaining to weed versus white people being convicted for cocaine, especially during that time.
And they
I'm not saying it's as bad now, but
Okay.
I'm saying back in the 80s, that was part of the push to make marijuana a Schedule 1 drug.
Well, then you had the throat goat with the Say No to Drugs campaign.
Yeah.
So
Which taught me more about drugs than I have ever.
Than you ever actually knew.
Yeah. Hey, this is heroin. This is how you inject it. This is like, oh, cool. This is what cocaine looks like. I don't know how many people tried to steal that Say No to Drugs placard that they carried around with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it's like the modern day the dare signs that we had growing up.
Yeah.
You guys had Dare?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a program anymore.
No, we were at the tail end of it.
Yeah. Now, I did hear, I was actually looking it up Friday as we were having that conversation about Schedule 1, marijuana being a Schedule 1.
Mm-hmm.
And there is some legislation being written up right now to legalize federally weed.
Good.
Well, so, and I brought that up too. Biden had pardoned simple marijuana possessions federally.
Right.
So if you're going to pardon that, basically you're saying, nah, this isn't really a thing.
Right.
Well, if you're going to pardon on that scale.
I think that when he did that, he should have made an executive order to
an executive order,
temporary
a bill,
stopgap
something,
in creating it legal.
Yeah.
Until you can get the legislation through.
Right. Something should have been done at that point, because you just pardoned all these people, and that's great. But the law's still on the books now.
Right.
And there's no...
I'm not sure exactly how many states have legalized weed for recreational use, but I know there's quite a few that have legalized it for medical use.
There's way more for medical, but even recreational, there are quite a few.
Yeah, I would say close to half the country.
Florida just banned marijuana in sober houses and rehabs.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Is marijuana legal in Florida?
I think for medical, not recreational.
Okay.
Those people in the villages are fucking smoking weed like crazy.
Oh, yeah. So my question
Drive
is,
around their golf carts.
why do you have to make a law that says you're in a rehab, you can't have marijuana?
Right.
Isn't that like part
it should
of
have
the
been
thing?
common sense, but I guess it got to a problem where people were like, well, I'm not drinking, so I'm smoking.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's really weird.
I guess I don't really have a comeback to that. But I mean, the thing is if you're an addict, you're an addict. I mean, you
can't substitute it with something else.
Like you that doesn't work.
Yeah.
I can't smoke weed, so let's snort some fucking cocaine. No,
let's shoot some heroin up.
Oh yeah, no. That shit's crazy. That shit's too far. And the existence of drugs, marijuana, cocaine, heroin, those all did start out as things that a doctor would prescribe.
Right. Hell, even the original Coke had cocaine in it.
It did.
Oh, yeah.
I wish it still did.
I was really disappointed when they came out, what was it, like 10 years ago? So we went back to the original recipe. I'm like,
the original formula.
Original recipe? Really?
How original?
Original. Oh, yeah. So, I don't know. I think the whole thing's dumb, personally. There are probably people that disagree.
Here's another thing. You think about how much crime would go down. I mean, especially with like drug related, because it's not going to solve everything, but if you were to legalize weed, it would definitely put a big damper in a lot of drug crimes.
Well, yeah.
Because you can now get it legally.
Right.
And you're getting taxes on it. And most of these states that have already passed it for recreational use have made billions.
Yeah, lots
just
of money.
Just in tax revenue.
Lots of money.
For these states.
Because you throw an extra tax on it, like, states do on cigarettes and alcohol. They call it. It's a sin tax is what they call it. And it does. It's going to generate all kinds of revenue. You know what I mean?
You tried so hard to be quiet.
Oh, yeah, I knew that wasn't going to be quiet. But, and that's the other way to think about things, in a way to generate monies that the government would need. And I think it would be a good thing. I've always thought it would be a good thing to legalize. And the thing is if you want it, you're going to get it, right? It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
At least you're keeping people... more than the money, you're keeping people safe because they can go to a store, they can get the product, whatever it is. It's not laced with something. Right. It's not,
doesn't have any extra additives that could be harmful. It is just the
it's
marijuana strain.
FDA, regulations on making sure that it is the product that you're buying.
Right, and that makes a difference too. Plus, you're not going to have those dealers on the side of the street, or where dealing at least marijuana
or popcorn.
or popcorn.
Yeah, that was funny.
Well, that's a great startup for business for them then.
Popcorn.
Actual popcorn.
Oh yeah. I know.
Hey, with the advent of edibles, come on, I'm not a druggie. When somebody tells me they gave me popcorn, I'm going to think, okay, it's popcorn.
It was not popcorn.
Yeah, I'm aware of that after I took a bite.
But you don't have that. It essentially does away with at least that part of the illegal drug trade,
Right.
Which, I mean, you're keeping people safe in a number of different facets, shall we say. I don't understand where the hang up is, between that. I guess it's, who knows? But it kind of pisses me off because this has been going on for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how long did it take Ohio to get medical marijuana? I mean, the first ballot it was on, I believe it was denied. Was it not?
Yeah.
Maybe the second, third. I don't know how many ballots it took before, Ohio at least did that. And there had been a number of states that had already done that.
Yeah, surrounding states. I mean, Pennsylvania, I think, has legalized it more.
I don't
at
know
least
about
for medical.
Pennsylvania.
At least for medical.
New York is recreational.
Yeah.
Of course.
New York is fully legalized.
Michigan is fully
Maryland.
legalized.
Mhm.
Yeah. Maryland?
Yeah.
Maryland's fully legalized.
Yeah, I mean...
So there's a lot of surrounding states to
Pennsylvania
Ohio.
and West Virginia is for medical. Indiana and Kentucky are for CBD and THC only.
THC is the
is-
drug.
Yeah.
that
So
medically or...
that's what it says. It's for CBD with THC only.
All right.
So it's like the oil.
Yeah, you can only have like the old.
So they're more restricted.
Yeah.
There are only 4 states in the union that are fully illegal: South Carolina, Kansas, Wyoming, and Idaho.
Red states.
Shut the
Kansas.
Oh,
There ain't nothing in Kansas. What are they afraid of? They legalize it.
Because
What do you mean
they're
there's
going to be
nothing
too
in
high
Kansas?
to get out of the way of the tornadoes. That's why.
Yeah.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
They just start staring like, "Wow, that's amazing."
But at that, and I know this is all joking, but in that instance, I mean, survival of the fittest,
Oh, definitely.
right? I mean, that's Darwinism. If you're going to be that dumb, sorry,
So that's on you. That's on you for being stupid.
that's kind of how I am. Now, I'm not saying like Oregon, they fucking decriminalized everything, and I'm not saying that's the way to go about it, but weed. Come on, man.
Well, that's but this is another case that we have right now in this country is. So this is another one of those things where a vast majority of the population want it legalized.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. And when I say vast majority, I'm saying at least 75 to 80% of the population says, "Who fucking cares? Just make it legal," or "I don't care." It doesn't affect me.
Right.
I feel like most people are in the "I don't really give a shit"
They're
category.
in one of those two.
Yeah.
There's only maybe 10 to 15% that are actually going to be saying, "No, it is bad. You're going to hell for doing it." Some shit like that.
Yeah.
And yet, we can't get this on a national ballot to legalize as a bill.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to throw religion in it, by the way.
As soon as you said that, I look over the dip.
Well,
I'm like,
I realized
What?
that wasn't like what I was going with that. It was just.
Yeah.
I know it was.
I don't know. It pisses me off.
We should be cool about it. Just be
You sound like every
Just be cool.
thing. Honestly, you sound like every 8th grader that rides a skateboard but can't do just rides a skateboard. Like, dude, just be cool about it, man. Why you gotta be such a bitch?
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Speaking of being cool, Florida man, you had an assignment, and I'm sure he already forgets.
Florida Man Tales by
Oh,
Florida Man.
I
The
forgot.
people want a fucking Florida man story.
So we haven't released the Kraken in a while.
Oh, God, no.
You're just going to Google a story real quick?
No.
No, he's probably going to bring up his pictures so he can be like, oh, what was I doing here? Oh, yeah, this one.
He's got a whole slideshow that he'll project to the TV.
I mean, most of these probably have to do with alligators, but do you have alligator boots?
No, I do not.
Do you want them?
No, alligators are cool.
Okay. So you don't harm alligators?
No. Just eat them.
Just eat them.
Which in turn is harming the alligators.
Yeah, okay.
Not if you do it
It's
quickly.
painless.
Suicide is painless.
This is true. Unless you're Otto.
Yeah.
It's a song there, Florida man. It's a song. Pretty cool. No? Yeah, you can't. You can't like.
You can't share a story from memory?
I know.
Like, why do you have to
we
get
told
into your
him
phone?
He's got his own segment, and he does
Look at
nothing.
Pictures.
See, he is.
And
I told you.
If any are good.
I'm sure they're all good.
Well, the people can't see the pictures.
Well, he's trying to
Jog his memory.
So you can get a jog.
Anyways, anybody got any good stories from work this week?
Oh, the missing wallet.
Oh
yeah.
Go ahead with it.
So I was on one of my swings near the hospital.
Yeah.
And I'm cutting through a lawn, and all I hear goes, "Mr. Mailman." I'm like, the fuck? Like, oh, there's a guy riding his bike, and he's like, "Hey, do you know where this address is?" And flips open a wallet. Yeah, flips open a woman's wallet, and I just see cards sticking out, everything. I'm like, "Do you know where this address is?" And I look at the ID that's in front. I'm like, "That's my address, like not my address, but that address is on my route." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know where that is. Here, I'll take it from you now, and I'll go deliver. I deliver that later." And then he's like, "No, I'll go take it to him." I'm like, "Well," he goes, "Well, see, I'm homeless, but I'm not homeless because I'm trying to find different places to stay right now." But either way, see, I found a phone on sometime, and they gave me $160 for it. I'm like, take the popcorn out, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I don't think they'll give you money for it." But he's like, the whole time I'm trying to convince him, like, "I'll take the wallet because I don't trust you because you're just a random person that found a wallet
That's homeless, but not homeless.
That's homeless or not homeless." Yeah, that's. He's like, "Well, where's this at? I'll just go take it to him right now." I'm like, "Well, I didn't want to give him the exact location." I'm like, "Well, because we're on that street that it's on."
Okay.
But I'm like, "It's just a couple blocks down south. You'll run into it. It's on the right hand side." He goes, "Okay, well." I go finish my swing.
Wait. You forgot he told you about a time where he has done this before or something?
Yeah, he found someone's phone.
Oh, yeah.
And he somehow returned it to the person and got $160 for it.
Mm.
So he was looking again for a.
It sounds like he steals things and then finds them.
Right.
Exactly.
How do you find somebody's phone and know where they live?
where they live?
Yeah.
Well,
your phone doesn't have like an address on it.
Right. Well, the thing that worried about me with the wallet was like her ID was like front and center. Her social security card was just like sticking out. Like not like tucked in, kind of was I guess halfway out, so you can start to see a couple numbers and it's easy to pull out. So I'm like, I do not trust this at all.
And obviously, he's gone through the entire wallet.
He probably has looking for something. Yeah. So I'm like, well, it's just a couple blocks down south. You'll see it on the right hand side. And so I go and do the rest of my route, do my overtime, and I get to that swing, and the owner of the house, which is actually her dad, was outside. I'm like, "Hey, did you get your daughter's wallet?" He's like, Yeah, I got it. Not very happy about the guy that returned it.
Yeah.
I was like, well, he ran into me earlier today and I try to take it from him so I can deliver it because I didn't trust him. He's like, yeah, I know, but it's okay because I got cameras all over this bitch. So if he tries something, I'm going to come back. Well, it's not going to be a good day for him.
I wonder what happened.
I don't know. He said,
well, the guy probably tried to say, "Well, I found this, and I'll give it to you for like $50."
Oh,
yeah. He's like, well, I just gave him $40 so he could leave.
Yeah. That dude's definitely doing that shit on purpose.
Pickpocketer.
Yeah, or something. Yeah,
follows them home.
Yeah. He's like, well, I got cameras all over here, so if he wants to come back, it's not going to be a good day for him.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
$40. Fucking, I hate people like that.
Wrap the cord around your neck.
That came through surprisingly clear. That was from the last episode.
Hey, I didn't play your other one.
Are you enjoying that entire bowl of popcorn?
Yeah, he's kind of hoarding it.
Oh, did you want some?
Last week it was
No, it doesn't have any
McGriddles.
salt on it.
Are you fat shaming again?
Wow,
I'm not-
fat shaming. Jesus. And that's even healthy popcorn.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
what is it?
delicious.
Because there's
I
no
know.
butter or salt on it.
Define healthy
Well,
popcorn.
there's 3 bags I made out of that, but 1 bag is 100 calories. But there's 3 bags I made in there for all of us. But
Yeah. You want some?
No.
No, it's just fucking popcorn.
It is
And
actually.
I'm not fucking fat shaming. This is all for
yeah.
goddamn fucking
as someone who was fat shamed for most of my life, I can tell fat shaming a mile away, and that is fat
Popcorn
shaming.
is actually one of the lowest calorie snacks that is filling.
Yeah. Yeah. What
And
else?
I'm not fat shaming. You know
Yeah.
me.
I will bring up the audio from the last episode about how many McGriddles do you got there? Jesus!
I mean, it looked like an endless bag of McGriddles.
I wish it was.
They just kept on coming out of nowhere.
But they didn't.
They eventually stopped.
Yeah.
I actually had a pretty quiet week on my route.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
No kids.
No kids.
That's because the weather was way too hot.
It was
Yeah.
so damn hot.
I love it when it's hot like that. So, or raining or cold.
His face. It's like, yay.
Yeah. It rained a little bit on us this week.
Oh, there's one carrier that came in after, because he was on the overtime list. He had his full rain suit on and rain pants on. Like full get up.
I'm sweating just thinking about that.
He's like, I'm like, why the fuck are you wearing that? And he goes, man, I got rained on for 2.5 swings. I'm like, it rained for
2.5 swings.
He said 2.5 swings. I like, it rained for like hard for maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And the rest of it was just a drizzle. All I did was put my hard hat on, and that's because when it rained really bad, I'm like, I'm just gonna put the hard hat on. But it was too damn hot all week.
Right.
Where I was like, this feels amazing. Plus, it was a colder rain.
Yeah, it did
felt
feel
great.
good. Yeah.
It felt great.
And how was your car?
Actually, it was pretty dry.
Was it really?
Yeah, I told you since it stopped around like 4, and I got done at like 5:30.
You keep your sunroof open.
Sunroof, all 4 windows were cracked.
I pulled back in. And I was like, "Oh fuck!" And it was raining good. Like I wasn't getting out of my truck. I didn't give a shit. I'm just like, I'm gonna let this out. And I was like, 31. You know your shit's open, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
Yeah.
Well, because I said it as soon as it started raining. I'm like, oh fuck, my windows are open.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you had said
Which
that.
is interesting because someone said in like our bigger like work group chat, whoever has this car, your windows are cracked.
the sunroof's open.
Sunroof's open. I wanted to respond like, well, that sucks for them.
Too late.
It's too late to apologize.
Too late. Oh, speaking of which, the diplomat said he wants to start a boy band with us.
Mm-hmm.
Acapella group.
No, you said acapella.
Oh,
he
yeah.
said boy band.
It's a boy band.
Yeah, because normally,
I'll play the
During-
triangles.
during our
That's
day,
not part of an acapella group. Acapella
We're
means
not-
no instruments.
No. We can boy band this.
And say, I got a guitar upstairs.
Do you know how to play?
You
Oh
play
wait,
the
that's a
guitar?
That's a banjo.
Yeah, it's a banjo.
Dueling banjo.
I'll learn how to play the bagpipe so I don't have to sing.
I personally, I don't want to hear any of you sing.
Yeah, I don't want to sing.
I have heard it before.
We do it every day.
I know.
Doesn't mean he likes it. He's the only one of us that was actually trained to sing.
I know.
He went to college for that shit.
And Florida Man certainly is not going to get any of the words right.
No.
He could write the words and still fuck them up.
Papa Smurf,
Yeah,
can you give our loyal listeners a
No.
sample?
No.
Come on.
I just did.
Because it's too late to
See?
apologize.
See? There you go.
It's too late
And there go my eardrums.
You'll be all right.
That's just another part of me that's falling apart.
All right, Viking, your turn.
What?
For what? No,
Sing.
I actually
No.
and I don't know if the other people in this little group enjoy it as much as I do, but when you do start singing,
Oh, I get a kick out of it.
It's both amazing and very fucking frustrating because either he's missing the words entirely or he'll sing like 2 or 3 lines perfectly, like not on key, but like the lyrics are right, and then he'll just fuck up the one word or like
One
last
word.
line. Like, God damn it! Yeah, you are so close every time.
I totally enjoy it when you just.
Oh, make up my own.
That is awesome.
I think the other day he was singing a song by Oasis,
Wonderwall.
He started off really good, and towards the end he fucked it up. I'm like, dude, you cannot do that.
Yeah,
This is Oasis we're talking about.
You
What
can't
song
fuck
was it?
up Wonderwall.
Wonderwall. Today is gonna be the day where they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you're gonna do.
And then I mean,
I'm like, no, stop.
and then he just kept going, and it was all wrong. And then
it's like, shut the fuck up! You don't fuck up Wonderwall.
and so we can't figure out whether it's better for him to have a radio in his vehicle or not. Now he does have a radio.
He does have a radio.
But he still fucks shit up, so it's cool.
Yeah.
But I don't get the right station, though, so I'm really depressed.
For some reason, he doesn't get the station that we listen to.
I don't understand why you
because
don't
he's
get that.
across the street from me, but I get it.
Yeah, that is weird. Maybe your antenna's fucked up.
Maybe.
Probably because it's dirty.
I have the only channel I can really get is...
Yeah.
That's usually what I have my radio into, though.
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah, it
Anyways,
is very boring. It's like...
That's why you were singing other random songs the other day. I'm like,
He
what?
brought
I'm like,
up
this isn't even on the radio.
He brought up Barracuda.
I was wondering where that was coming from. I'm like, my God, where are these songs coming from? Because it's not even on the radio.
Oh, by the way, Papa Smurf.
But
Amber is the color of your energy. Every time that song comes on, I feel like I have to tell you that.
whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, but then he goes, who sings that song?
I've only heard it on that radio station. I've never heard that song before. Then you were saying, "Oh, that's such a great song." So now
No. No. I don't really like that song. They have some good songs.
Oh, "Hate Me" by Blue October.
That's a great
That's
song.
such a great song.
So it's weird because it's like we hear the same songs on that station the same times every day. Almost like it's just an automated radio station or something.
It's funny because like I'll be driving and all of a sudden like Zombie will come on.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, and I just start singing Zombie. You're like, oh my God, that song on right now. I'm like, yes, it is.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I stopped listening to the radio for the most part, because I got
I'm
tired
glad
of
the
hearing
popcorn's
same
getting
5
used,
songs
actually.
every day.
It's really good.
Yeah,
it's Calicorn.
I very rarely listen to the radio. I mean, obviously.
Only time is when it's in
my
the
work
work
truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm older and I actually have CDs that I listen to just on replay.
That's because your car
It doesn't have
doesn't have anything good.
And so I just have 6 CDs that I was like, I'm in the mood for this album.
Does it play MP3s?
It has an aux, but
So no.
Wow. It technically has a Bluetooth, but it doesn't work quite well. The car's 16 years old. It's still
Bluetooth version 1.
yeah. Old Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band up there still driving well. At least I think it's silver. I don't know.
What? That wasn't me.
I think that was me.
Good fucking job. Yep, that was
You
you.
did it again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that one was on purpose.
Okay, I am tired.
Yeah, I got to take my kid up to Girl Scout camp today.
I'm on vacation this week, so you guys have fun with Prime Day.
Oh, fuck you for reminding me.
I can't wait. In fact, I might just order some shit.
You know what? I think I'm going to have some raw
Deliver
chicken
to our
for dinner
house.
tonight.
You what?
I think I'm going to have some raw chicken for dinner.
Yeah.
You
me
do
too.
realize Prime Day is like an all-week thing. It's not
Well, it's
just
the
on those
11th
2
and
days.
12th.
Yeah,
11th and 12th is when the deals are, but we'll be getting it the rest of the week.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear
Should be
that
fun.
UPS is gonna go on strike?
They
Again?
did vote to approve a strike. They did.
Yep. So more delivery for us. Yay.
AC.
Yeah.
Give them AC.
Yeah, they have a 24-year-old kid died of heat exhaustion.
For
was he in Texas?
UPS.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, we had that guy
In Texas.
we
in
have-
Texas. Yeah, that's no good, man. You can't keep these people in these vehicles like this.
Fucking
He
LLVs are
was
easy.
written up too previously.
I know.
We're taking too many breaks.
Like a
Yeah.
month before.
Yeah.
And these vehicles, those older vehicles that you see on the street that everybody knows, you know that when you think of post office vehicles, that's what you think of. And they are not only death traps, but they are sweat boxes.
Oh yeah.
They're terrible.
And those old UPS trucks are just as bad.
And those old UPS trucks are just a bigger version, basically.
Well, yeah, and the fact that they're dark brown. Talk about how much heat that's absorbing. At least ours are white.
Mhm.
With no AC. I mean,
They give us a little fan. That's it.
Oh yeah, a box fan. Yeah,
it's not even a box fan. It's a small desk fan.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it literally just circulates hot air.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't.
If you're on a mountain route, you have to open both windows all the way down just to get some kind of circulation. But even then, it doesn't do
terrible.
anything.
And then you have to put the fins on the back so it brings
Open
the
them
air.
up. Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully, something will be done about these because those vehicles are just, people are literally dying. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, companies need to stop prioritizing profits over people.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that too. Obviously UPS is a business. USPS, the post office, is a business.
Right.
That it's not tax funded.
Tax funded. Correct. Your tax dollars do not pay my wage, so please don't tell me that.
Now, if you want to mail out a couple thousand letters, we can talk.
Yeah, but even then, that's still not my paycheck. and we don't make that much. Anyways, so yeah, there's that. That kind of brings a little depressingness to the
Sorry, guys.
end of the podcast.
Well, I would just mostly talk about the strike.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
We wish them luck.
We do.
If
Yeah.
nothing else, that's bargaining power for us.
Well, yeah, that and
Yeah.
Amazon being Teamsters now and them negotiating for higher wages. Hopefully we'll see some trickle down from that.
Yeah.
Like economics, or
Yeah, the trickle down policy.
here we go.
And we circle back to ranking.
And it's raining for the 8th time this week. Yeah, so I mean, did anybody else have anything that they want to get off their chest?
Any Florida man stories? How do you not have
You had,
stories?
like-
You lived there for most of your life.
I'm too tired.
This is bullshit.
Oh,
We're gonna dock your pay this episode for not providing Florida man stories.
Mhm. Yeah. He said, "Here, take my Zen."
With the code on it.
You had enough time to think of something.
Doesn't mean he remembered to.
I'm a potato.
Yes, the Vikings said it, but that's totally Florida man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely fucking potatoed this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just popping them like mints.
It's cool, man.
Oh,
He's just.
hold up.
Oh shit!
You guys know about the incident that
Extra
I brought up
innings.
with a particular location on my route
What?
involving a magazine.
Oh yeah.
So please, with all due respect, we don't know when you're going to get your check. We do not know when you're going to get your magazine. This customer mentioned that he's missing an important business magazine. He calls in. You come to find out the following day, it was a freaking Hot Rod magazine. So we don't know when your stuff's coming in.
Basically, what the diplomat is saying is, we just deliver the mail we have. We do not send it. We don't even put it at our case. We literally just deliver what we have.
We organize it and then get out on the street.
And that's it.
Well, there was a carrier at my office
Traitor.
that somebody called in saying he flipped her off and she's not giving out her address because of retaliation.
Oh, this sounds like you.
No. So
that
she
redneck
had
looking one.
So I guess he picked up outgoing mail from her house, and she's like, I need to take a picture of you. And she was like taking pictures of his truck and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I just wanted to make sure that it was picked up and confirmed and everything. And we were like, then why didn't you just put a tracking number on it or certify it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess this happened like months ago too. But she called in yesterday to complain about it.
Complain that he picked up the mail?
Yeah. Apparently.
That is very strange.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Yeah, some people I don't understand you people sometimes. Yes, I said you people and I didn't mean it.
I was an angry black man.
I haven't played that once today. I just want everybody to know that. I did not play it. Okay. All right, do you feel better, Diplomat?
Well, I feel good.
You're
Good popcorn.
Now who's eating the popcorn?
Thank you, 31.
I aim to please.
Do you?
Sometimes.
All right.
I also live to stir the pot, cause shit, and just back away.
Break the wrist.
He likes to light the fuse and see what happens.
Yes, both literally and figuratively. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Yeah, we've been hitting about this amount of time lately.
What, about an hour and a half? It's supposed to only be an hour.
Yeah, if you think this episode sucks, tell us. We have Facebook.
And if you like it, like and share.
Yes, and feel free to comment again. I was really happy when we got that. I was like, oh my God!
That made our day.
So that was pretty cool. Sometimes the episodes are going to be good and sometimes they're going to be bad, but we appreciate you sticking around with us.
And the feedback will help us get better.
Or worse.
Depending on what you want.
Depends on what you want.
Remember, we're mail carriers. We're petty all the time.
Petty AF.
Petty as AF.
All right. Well, we will talk to you next time. I am your host, Papa Smurf.
I'm the Viking.
I'm the Diplomat.
Florida man.
And I'm 31.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Fuck you, Florida man.